And with the piss of a lifetime complete, it is time to cleanse that amulet. As much as I want to do the main quest, I feel like it is a horrible idea to try to do any other mission. Well, I'm this unbelievably cursed. I don't know if you sort of have to do that, or if this is just kind of setting a massive fucking handicap on yourself if you just carry this shit throughout the entire game. I feel like if you go up against a boss that has a, you know, a really decent health bar, the only one I can really compare it to is Anakartos, because Anakartos is the only actually powerful boss I think we've ever fought throughout the game so far. I mean, we've had bosses that can kill us, but he's the only one who's sort of been able to very, very, very much kill us and also back it up with a thick daddy health bar as well. So yeah, I feel like if we were going up against one of them, we could literally, like, not get hit by him at all and just die from my own, you know, self-torture alone, which would be very, 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 very sad. So I probably want to get this thing cleansed as soon as possible. Maybe I could dump it in storage or sell it or something, but that seems just a little bit mean to ruin the lives of a random fucking sales boy or just make my chest all sad. So,
the firstborn
we'll do it ourselves.
Asunder, with a cry that still lingers in the heart of every god tree and mountain. Then, emptiness, followed by a darkening sky, and the frost wept with the first winter.
The frost wept? So I guess this world never before had it was just sort of an eternal summer and everything. Prior to the original breakup of Mummy and Daddy in the Summer Kingdom or whatever the fuck, right? I have no idea, but that's what it seems to be right now. Wait, I can just walk right through to the end? No, the hidden door is only for the other side. That's so mean. Why even bother making it a hidden door? It's gonna be so fucking obvious. This is how it works in every single fucking dungeon. Oh, wolves. Fucking wolves. This ancient cursed landscape, and the best you can think of is wolves. I understand maybe that they would be in like the initial opening, but please, oh god, give me some half-decent actual enemies for when we get deep inside. Cruel hammer, I guess I'll go ahead and take that. And load him off onto that random fucking herbalist lady again, because as much as she's like this adorable little pacifist, she absolutely loves murder weapons for no real reason. I don't understand why the most pathetic enemies in the game are constantly able to rip apart this thing that looks like a mix between some kind of badass Naga murder Greek mythology snake and like an angry-ass bull, but wolves tore him apart as well, apparently. I just wish I would ever get to fight one. Just an enemy with, like, unique design, please. I mean, we've had a lot of really unique enemies. I know I complain about variety a lot, but you can't complain. In this game, the one thing you can't complain about is that all enemies look so unique from any other RPG. And it's not just the art style, it is just straight up the design of the enemies, regardless of art style, looks absolutely fucking awesome. And I love what they've done with so very many of them. Come on, come on, come on! Like, you can't even... What the fuck was that? I wasn't doing any of my badass fucking arm flailing. The arm flailing is the best part of that. I just sort of stood still as the gods do all my work for me. Who is this corpse man? Fresh as seal. Oh, dude! That's, that is one of the greatest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. If I was a jack of all trades, that would 100% be the thing I take. But unfortunately, or very fortunately to be honest, I'd hate to be a jack of all trades in this game. I love the arts of magic just a little bit way too fucking much, just ever so slightly obsessed. Radiant Shaka, I'm not gonna pick you up. We're in that situation where I'm carrying around so many things that I actually need, or potentially want to switch out later. Like, things that begin sets, but we don't have enough of them to turn them into the sets, and therefore they're useless right now, but might be god tier later. We're carrying around so many of those that I just can't bring myself to, sell anything. Which means we also can't pick up dog shit, no matter how much tiny amounts of money it would make. Ow! Come on! I hate this. I hate fighting with this amulet. This is the worst fucking thing. Because I think it technically counts as dealing damage, even if it's the, what'd you call it? I don't remember what it's called. The sphere of my shield. The thing that makes my shield just launch off yet more murder balls. I have no idea what it's called. I am a forgetful man right now. but I'm pretty sure we we have a chance of like catching fire even when that does damage, and I don't even choose to send that out. So the game is very much us fucking me from RNG here, and I don't think I can take any more. My bowels are forever ruined. But I'm so damn good at dispelling, so who the hell cares? Alright. Well, that's just another one of those lovely fucking corpses. I understand there's like 50 wolves in this place, but I still don't believe in the slightest that they were able to bring that thing down. We also never see those things alive in the wild, so it's just like, what, do they just spawn them in exclusively for eating? Is that's boring. I want to see him I want to kill one for myself, and then potentially also devour him. He is looking like a delicious fucking daddy. Robes of the Avalanche, he'll just be shitty and icy. And my one ice attack is meh. But where the fuck did you come from? This took so much damage from just my shield again. It is not fair. Hey, what are you? You're a stormy boy, which means you get to deal with the rain of hellfire. There we go. Every time I pull out my meteorites, I nearly die. I don't think we took a single fucking hit from an enemy there. I could be wrong, because, I mean, we do sort of have to wait around while meteorite casts. But I'm pretty sure that was just the game deciding, nah, this guy deserves the ass fucking of a lifetime, and that's exactly what we'll give him. I feel like I'd actually be safer with my shield off right now. But I also really love the way it looks and always will, so I'm probably never, ever gonna do that. Come on, please get close enough. No, you just still decided to hang out all the— You caught fire, but that's all you had the fucking courtesy to do. You could have just gone the full fucking way and died of your own accord. You probably would have looked a hell of a lot cooler doing it as well. And I would have looked cooler in the fucking process. But fine. Make me look like a slightly more pathetic bitch baby, because I've got the I'm covered in ice as well. I think ice is my least favorite one, because we've never, ever been slowed down by a single enemy before. I don't think I've ever had the ice effect, and if I have, then it's barely lasted not long enough for me to notice. So now it lasts a full fucking 20 minutes every time, or whatever the hell. I wish for the sweet release of death. What do we got over here? Except I don't. Please don't kill me. Please don't take that as an invitation. Oh, a thresh? A thresh in our situation. I'm happy to deal with all the fucking boggarts you want to throw at me, but I am not taking on a fucking thresh. He lives as well, and he took that hard. There is no way you should still be around. Yeah, I can't take a single hit from this guy, because I think I'm going to take more than enough damage from me just calling down hell upon you. Okay, that was nothing, but that was quite a lot for some reason. Oh, thank fuck. And we leveled, which apparently takes you to full health, which I was totally unaware of. So that is a delicious situation. Of course it's the ice again. Of course it's the fucking ice. Why can't the ice just, like, cool my wounds down a bit? And at least do a little bit of medical bullshit. Like, I'm taking no damage while it's on, so you gotta assume it's not, like, doing bad things to me. Except making me the fucking speed of a diabetic slug. But whatever. Stealth again? Lockpicking detected. None of the skills are useful. I don't know if I'm missing something absolutely amazing, but I just do not care about this shit. I have 2 million and I've never spent a point in Mercantile. I can quite easily unlock all the lockpicks, and I'm only like 1 fucking tier of that. I guess I'll be an advanced stealth boy? Because it's still kind of annoying when I can't yeah, I guess so. Stealth seems to be the most important to us right now, so... Not that I ever use it in combat, but hey, maybe if I eventually start going down the finesse tree, that would be glorious. Let's make my meteor actually decent, shall we? Oh, that's a lot of extra damage. Shitloads of extra mana as well, but it's probably worth it, maybe sorta kinda. Extra elemental damage, mana cost reduction, mana regen per second, and extra duration. And Ice Blink gets a little bit better for some reason. I don't know what the hell the difference is, but sure, why not? I guess the ice effect just lasts a while longer or something? What an ugly card for that. I don't want this to be my destiny, whatever the hell I mean, even Acolyte looks better than that, and he's just tasing his adorable little household pet. That's not good, that is animal testing, and it looks more badass than whatever the fuck that is. Sage absolutely looked better. Sage could be a master card for all I know. Sia looks the best out of all of them. Even Initiate looks awesome. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fine. I guess we're just gonna have to switch up to this. I don't even know what to say about it. There is nothing interesting you can say about that disgusting image. What does the final Sorcery one look like? It looks kind of amazing. Sort of looks like you're sending down an absolute rain of cheese balls upon your enemy, which is slightly less terrifying than it could have been, but oh, for fuck's sake. I gotta do it all again. Gotta put in the effort that takes a whole 2 seconds again. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Sorcerer, there we go. Wait. Okay, I don't know why that stayed on, but none of the other things did. That's fucking strange. Is this the thing? This is indeed the thing. So I've just got to put it in the lovely bird bath, and everything's gonna be fine, huh? Okay. When you place the Eye of Almain onto the altar, its glow brightens, and then goes out. Can I just do it again? The altar appears to do nothing. I mean, it clearly doesn't. It clearly fucking cleanses the curse of the most terrifying fucking items the land has to offer. And I imagine we're just never ever coming back here again. You mean it only cleanses this one singular item? I guess it's just undoing a ritual, but I mean, we can probably save the world with this thing down the line. You normally sell for a lot. Anything with like an elemental attribute attached to it just becomes God in its own right. Oh, God. I hate the way they sort of like wiggle around as they're going out. I know it's only roots and everything, but this game has such an affinity for fucking Cthulhu hentai, and I want nothing to do with it. Thank you. Alright. Out into the Cradle of Summer we go. And now it's probably time to actually do some main mission. How long have I got? I probably have roughly an hour and 15 minutes. I know this will be a very, very short session and everything, but I did mention at the start that, or I even mentioned yesterday, I think, that I was going to have a very, very busy today. I'm lucky to have found these delicious hours to spend with you glorious fucks. But yeah, I will hopefully be back with another 8-hour session tomorrow. I should have go away. I should have like the entire week relatively free, other than, you know, my job. But I prioritize YouTube these days anyway, it's fine. So yeah, like pretty much Thursday, it's currently Wednesday. Thursday and Friday we'll hopefully be able to do another 2 8-hour sessions. Saturday I'll see if I can get some time in, because I'm loving this game. And every moment I spend away from the world of Amalur is far too long. I just want to live here forever now, thanks. Fuck real life, who the hell cares about real life? When you've got Letharoon and this ugly-ass waterfall. And whatever the hell this is? Okay. Interesting. It's the overworld. Like, dungeons are absolutely full of hidden doors and everything, but the overworld very rarely gets anything. And now we got ourselves a fucking skill book, of which I've probably found 2 before. No, not even 2. I found 1 and it was in Dispelling. Now we got an Alchemy Boy, and they also sell for a lot. I will read this, even though it's kind of useless. We already got the ability, but I always find them kind of interesting. If you want to skip this, I totally understand. That was a lot of fucking words, but who doesn't love a good word in the morning, huh? And by a good word, I actually mean at least fucking 1,000. What the fuck is this? Spaghetti Museum is definitely what that says. In my many years of study, I have found that the natural ingredients used in the practice of alchemy can as easily be categorized as by their method of combination as by their essences. However, the task is not to be taken lightly. One wayward pinch of cripple spore is enough to leave the heartiest Jotun weak for days. Or crippled for life? Weak for days seems like a little bit of a fucking understatement. You're in a wheelchair. You got no legs. For this reason, I am writing this book, so that future alchemists, apothecaries, healers, and herbalists succeed in practicing this dangerous art. This dangerous and mysterious art. Whereas a complete and exhaustive list of recipes and reagents may be of interest to the novice, I instead will provide a more valuable knowledge. The manner in which the potions, elixirs, tonics, restoratives, physics apparently, and all other alchemical products are constructed. At first, this may seem elementary. The information can be divined by even the most inexperienced alchemist. However, there is a great lack of understanding by most practitioners of alchemy and what exactly occurs during the process of creating a vial of magical liquid. Here in abbreviated form is that process. First, the alchemist needs the proper tools, and the most vital of these can be found in the alchemy workbench. This space and the accompanying equipment is necessary for even the most minor of alchemical procedures. Fortunately, workbenches can be found throughout Amalur, and almost every village and town. Every town and village. Secondly, and just as crucial, the alchemist needs the reagents themselves. Reagent gathering is a skill and craft unto itself, and many a brave soul is focused on nothing but the harvesting of alchemical reagents from the plants of the Feylands. The greatest concentration and variety of these plants can be found in the Cradle of Summer, in the Plains of Erethel. Hopefully I never forget that this place exists then, huh? Because this sounds like it's going to be very, very useful if I imagine there's going to be potion-making quests down the line. That's what I think a lot of RPGs lack, that have like a deep fucking crafting system. They often have like tutorial quests for like the alchemy, the crafting, the blacksmithing, or whatever. But I always feel like there should probably be a quest line for that kind of thing. Even like potentially a guild for crafting. And I know that sounds like the most boring thing in the world, but it would definitely get completionists like me to actually bother. Because I like to do every single quest a game has to offer, no matter how mundane, which can end up being mental torture. Just look at Dragon Age Inquisition. Fucking hell, that series nearly killed me. But, yeah, for the most part in games is absolutely amazing. And I feel like being able to explore a deep crafting system with a vague fucking narrative going on in the background would make that a hell of a lot more appealing to me, right? Or actually, like, the process of like learning a crafting system would be made a hell of a lot more rewarding if, for one, I'm getting quest rewards at the time, and two, there feels like there's a reason to do so, because mission, because quest, because story, etc. The diverse flora of Dalentarth often yields a bountiful variety, and the deserts of Datir can hide a cornucopia of minerals and flowers. There are a great number of reagents indeed, too many to list here. However, one commonly accepted principle is that every reagent worth harvesting carries within itself a prime essence. Take, for example, the sativa stalk. This tough, ubiquitous weed can be found throughout the Feylands, in the most extreme climates and conditions. It is required in many potions that involve affecting the corporeal aspects of the imbiber, and clearly imbued with an essence of physical nature. It is easily surmised that the harvested fibers of this weed possess an essence relating to the physical world. Finally, the alchemist must possess the unique recipe, and appropriate experience required to handle the delicate and intricate nature of combining reagents. There are countless methods for mixing potions. Boiling, mashing, putting them in a stew, calcination, smoking, distillation, dilution, absorption, adsorption? I've never even heard of that word. I guess that means the opposite. I need to Google that. I aced chemistry in school, which was granted quite a few years ago now, but I feel like I should know what that means. It's something to do with gas. I'm not looking at this now. Ceration, chromatography, congelation, and so forth. The brave may even experiment without a recipe. However, it is a dangerous risk and strongly discouraged except in cases of emergency, or if you have any vague amount of experience in alchemy. I put in 1 fucking point, and now I can make unstable potions pretty much safely. Like, that's all I had. Until we read this book, I had 1 point in alchemy. Now we have a whole 2. How exciting. Strongly discouraged except in cases of emergency. While this is by no means the entire body of knowledge of an alchemical method, it is a solid foundation. Armed with this knowledge, you are now able to perform rudimentary alchemy. Only through your own dedication will you progress in this field. Good luck, and may your potions always taste delicious. I'm not entirely sure that's the point. In fact, I think that would be an incredibly lucky side effect considering all the disgusting bullshit I'm having to put in there. Like, for example, the cripple shrooms. Nice, that just sounds delicious in of itself, doesn't it? Why am I here? What is this place? I don't know, but I seem to have found Excalibur. Are you fucking kidding? The Casti Helm. Which is part of a fucking set, of course it is. Man, Might Armor is really good right now. My helm does like, okay, to be fair, it does 84, but it's also the best thing I've ever discovered. Might does about 40 more than that, and it's not even legendary. It's part of a fucking set. Wow, man. I kind of really love that thing. Looks really cool as well. Looks like it really should fit a little dark elf like me. But unfortunately, I'm not exactly mighty. Let's just make our way down here and see where the fuck we're going. Now that I've cleansed the amulet, I feel comfortable actually trying a mission without falling to pieces in the fucking process. I feel like I'm going to continue to keep ownership over the vast majority of my limbs. I mean, who cares if you lose like a single leg, right? Who needs legs? The cripple spores certainly don't. Is this the right way? No, but it's got a big delicious stone up there anyway, so that is exactly where I'm going, and there they are. Oh, they are all Dokkalfar! Yes! I love when my own race gets exposed, because I never pick humans in RPG. In RPGs that will give me an option between, let's say Skyrim, for example. You've got what? Like the Nords, the Bretons and everything. I would never go Nords. I don't think I would even go Imperial. I might consider a Breton for their magical nature and everything. But fucking hell, I always lean towards the Elves, the Argonians, the fucking... Or in RPGs in general, the Lizardmen, the Dwarves, the fucking... The cat people, or whatever the fuck. Anything that isn't human, I will take.
The plains birthed the gentle grass. Listless streams meandered through the verdant hills and babbled of their gentle travel to the face of the windswept cliffs. Thus the symphony of Arethel began.
Arethel truly is their original home, huh? I mean, there's a lot of Fae here. But you gotta wonder what drove the court of the Summer Fae to Dalentarth. It's very green, it's very pretty, but I mean, it's not your home. It's not where you originated. To be fair, this entire world isn't where you originated, but still. But yeah, as I was saying, I always just have to go a little bit different. I find other races so much more interesting than just what they do with humans in most fantasy RPGs. To be fair, that might be to do with the fact that most humans in every fantasy setting are normally written the same way. They tend to be the oppressors over the elves or whatever the fuck, and while that can add a really interesting dynamic, and every fantasy world will do it differently and very interestingly, it is a bit tired, and it makes me never ever want to play as the humans. What the fuck is wrong with me? No, I definitely did not pick Fateless, and I never will. I actually forgot what the dodge roll even looks like, and I never ever want to see it again. I much prefer Blink. I mean, dodge roll looks fucking cool, but Blink, it's Blink, man. And I think now we might actually jump further. Is that what the upgrade was? I have no idea, but it definitely looks glorious. Can I actually speak to you? Of course I can't, and you immediately despise me, despite the fact that you're like the only other grey boys that I have met in like my entire fucking journey that weren't criminals. Genuinely, all the Dokkalfar we've met so far are either random bar drunks, murderers, thieves, or massive arsehole liars. You guys seem relatively cool for once. I mean, I think General Tilera is meant to be a massive failure, but other than that, you're pretty cool.
Hail.
Other than the fact you suck at life, you know.
Former commander of the Eastern Alpha forces. Surely you're not the aide Aelin Shear promised. She spoke as if she planned to send a whole squad of soldiers, not one faceless mercenary.
Hey! I've got a face. It's a fucking good face. Look at me. Who the fuck are you? I mean, maybe it's the general that Aelin spoke for fucking hours on end about and gave you every single detail of her never-ending backstory for a very long... What are you talking about? You obviously know who this is, even if the name tag wasn't a giveaway.
You have the bearing of one that's seen combat, but you never fought in the war, or you would know who I am.
I believe I did. I'm just... my brain very silly.
Fortress to the east. I held back the Tuatha at every push before the Baelor came.
Also, I'm a walking corpse. That has something to do with it.
Fell to pieces.
Aelin sent me to help.
So, she is behind this. That woman. One too many times she's meddled in my affairs, making promises she never intends to keep. Well, perhaps it is.
But she seems so good whenever we talk to her. I guess that's the entire point, but...
You see, misfortune follows closely at my heels. It is the lot fate has cast for me.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of the god of all of that, so you'll probably be a bit fine. Either that or I'll get you killed. Every single one of my mentors or people who outranks me in this game always get killed, so you're a little bit fucked. But yeah, I mean, everyone is always telling us just how terrible Aelin is, and she's a bad influence, don't hang around her, or you'll get into all the wrong kind of thing, and all shit like that. Like the big, ancient tree dad that seems to be guiding us through everything, he fucking despises her too. And then only gave us like 3 words as to why. Agarth seems to hate her as well, but she seems fucking awesome whenever we speak to her. And it's not just because she's naked, it's mostly because she's naked, but not just because she's naked. Windstones, just out of nowhere, why not? Let's have a lovely casual conversation about windstones.
Long after the Arathi left our world, the mortals built these windstones to call them back down. I've never seen them work, but as I said before, I'm not.
Oh yeah, the Arathi, I forgot about those. Ural Tusk, I guess.
The tomb of the divine fang, the piercing light. With a weapon like that, I could rally the troops at Melsenshir and perhaps redeem myself. They say the ruin is guarded by legions of Niskaro, led by a beast known as Azagal. Whether this is true or the stuff of legend, I don't know.
Whether it's true or the stuff of legend, it will die in a single meteor attack, so who the hell cares? Tell me about yourself,
10 years
Tilera.
ago, I served the Alfar armies, defending Cluricon and Melsenshir from the Tuatha armies. Then, Witch Knight Malwyn led his Tuatha summoners against
Oh,
us.
Malwyn is a guy!
The
It's
fiends
definitely not the
routed
Maid
my
of Windermere,
soldiers at
then.
every turn. Now they've had Melsenshir under siege for years, while I've been searching for a weapon to turn the tide.
Is a warlock not a male witch? It would also sound way cooler to hear Warlock Knight other than Witch Knight, but because Witch Knight sounds like what 40-year-old fucking Karens get together to do in the dark fucking woods. But I don't know. Let my brain wake up for a second because it just immediately hit a wall, and I need to give my last few remaining brain cells CPR. Give me a second. I'll take a drink. And hopefully I've gained at least 1% of my fucking human functions back. There we go. Rathi. Sorry, I think that's going to be a little bit of a common theme while I'm recording while sick. But hopefully that'll go away very, very soon.
With Tuatha raiding parties along the shores, Rathia has the only port for safe passage across the strait. But after assisting Melsenshir for so many years, the ruling council of Rathia is loath to offer more aid for what they see as a lost cause.
Alright, well tell me more about Melsenshir.
Melsenshir is the gateway into Cluricon, but it's been under siege ever since my defeat. I failed the city once. I can't fail them
Wasn't that
again.
like years ago? When the fuck are the Tuatha gonna push? And how long has it been since anyone in Melsenshir has even eaten? If it's sieged and it's been years, you'd think, what, the Tuatha are just being nice enough to give them supply lines? Kinda completely defeats the point of a fucking siege. It's sort of like they've just built a lovely little campsite around the village. They seem to be getting along just fine. Maybe the occasional bloody fucking murder, but what's a bloody fucking murder between friends, right? Ljosalfar.
We may be lofty, but we are not weak. Our land is cold and harsh, and we have long studied the noble arts of bow and blade.
Lofty just means high.
My
What?
spear paints a red masterpiece.
Why would being high make you weak? And I'm not even talking about that high. I mean, why would being up on the high ground make you weak? Because you let the ground do the fighting for you? I don't know what the hell you were implying. Surely being able to conquer a mountain and live in such harsh climates would make you the opposite of weak. You confuse me. Who the fuck is Balor?
Is a thing of dread.
Balor,
a
whatever.
Niskaru lord that the Tuatha managed to coerce into fighting on their behalf. Against
I
the
thought it was
Tuatha, I had
Azagal
some
or whatever the
success.
fuck.
But no ordinary weapon can best the Balor. One must fight darkness with light.
Well, I'm a very, very shiny boy. Let's see what I
Years
can
have
do.
been long since I first learned of the means that might deliver Melsenshir from the Tuatha. It lies in Earl Tusk, beyond a gate fated never to be opened, in a hall awash with Niskaru. Any who seek access to the ruin must face them.
Fine, if I have to. I mean, you know, at this point, I think I can slay Niskaru in one shot. And there's an achievement to slay, like, I think it's 25 Niskaru. As if that's in any kind of way, like a big feat. As if in any kind of way, that's gonna be a challenge. I've already been able to 2-shots, and we've leveled up, like, what? 10 times since the last time I met a single Niskaru? Yeah, you're not very smart, lady. I don't know how you became a general if you can't slay just a few of these. How will this help the war?
These are said to be the resting place of the piercing light. A spear carved
Oh, okay, so we're not going after that demon now.
The legends say it destroys any horror, in the mind or on the battlefield. No place is more deserving.
Yeah, great, just slam it into your brain then, that sounds smart. Nothing like a good lobotomy to help you win a fucking war. No, you idiot. What's that supposed to do? Why do the Niskaru care? Because they're the monstrosities, obviously, but I guess I want to hear what she has to say.
Holds the only weapon known that can slay a Niskaru lord, and the monsters inside.
Do they have society then, or is it sort of just like, we call them lords, but it's basically just the brood mothers or fathers or whatever the fuck?
Rise in song. This may refer to the wind stones scattered across the plains, but I can't be sure. Years ago,
you're fucking kidding me.
Was found near the ruin. I've tried using it to make the wind stones sing, but I've had no luck.